Hey guys, it's Michelle Holling-Brooks here, and I thought I would try something new for this vlog. I have been asked to do a couple of talks for some executive coaching around work-life balance, and can you get there, and what does that even look like? And as the year is coming to an end and we're getting ready to close down 2018 and getting ready to open up 2019, one of the things I love to do is kind of take a little bit of an inventory of where I'm at in these 5 different areas so I can set a foundation moving into 2019 where I feel like I'm targeting what I need to bring into balance so that I can live my full authentic life and be living, loving, and leading my life. And so I thought I would share a few of these, and kind of my challenge to you guys is to look at these 5 areas of your life as well and see, kind of how you're doing, rank yourself on like 1 to 10 and see how it's going. All right, so what are these 5 areas? And let's go ahead, if I can get the PowerPoint to work, look at a little bit of what they are. So I like to think of these as like the pieces that we're kind of juggling all the time. And we're looking at, do we feel like they have a nice solid foundation? If we don't, if we feel like they're a little bit out of alignment and we've got one above the other one, then what happens is we have a tendency to feel like we're dropping one of these balls, and that's what equals the stress, the anxiety, the overload, the disconnection, all of that. So what we have a tendency to do is try to hit all of these at the same time. And what I have found in working with our clients out here through healing either emotional issues or healing past traumas or working on their growth goals of what they want to be in their life and how they want to achieve personal, professional goals, all of the above are healing goals. There is an order to how you need to structure and build the foundation so that your growth goals to reach whatever you want to do, you can actually have that energy. So step 1, I always say, is start with your energy. If you don't have enough fuel in the tank, it doesn't matter where you want to go, how good your map is to get there, you're not going to make it. Just because for the simple fact is you don't have the fuel to drive the distance. So we ask our clients to start to look at their energy, and that could be from looking at their thought patterns and behavior patterns to what emotional anchors they have that are draining them from their power, basically. So we like to ask everyone to look at your everyday activities and really cultivate how do you want to show up in the world. Maybe that's from what you eat to what you do. And we also have a series going on that if you hop over to our other blog post, we'll put a link down below, of reclaiming your energy mojo. So I really dive in to energy. What is it? How do you get it? And it's a great little series. It's about 6 weeks, and at the end of that 6 weeks, you will be rocking out your energetic mojo. The next piece that we say, kind of if you're thinking of like putting these on a balance beam, you have energy on one side, you need trust on the other. And trust is what we believe is consistency plus time equals trust. Everyone has tons of ideas of like what trust feels like, but when you ask somebody, how do you actually build trust? What is trust? People get lost in these big esoterical concepts. It's really simple. If I consistently show up one way and I do it over time, you will start to trust me. You'll say, hey, that's Michelle. She always shows up with joy, or she always shows up this way. Now, what if I have a bad day? So like 93% of the time I show up one way, but the 7% of the time is kind of this wild card. If I've created enough trust, enough like money in the bank, when I do go off script and I show up in an inconsistent point, and as long as I come back around and fix it on the other side, we have a little bit of grace period with each other. So I can remain trustworthy in your eyes. Well, our question to you is turn that around and say, am I trustworthy to myself? Do I consistently say what I mean and mean what I say? If you start to feel like this is where you have a little bit of wiggle room, we also have another freebie, a whole little mini training. If you click on our homepage of our website at unbridledchange.org, you'll see a Jumpstart Your Healing, the missing link to healing. And that is all focused on trust. So if when you're ranking this, you go, you know what? I don't feel as high on the scale as I really want to be, I want to be further along in trusting myself, then I really suggest you hop over there and look at that training. Okay, so once we've got trust and we've got energy down, then we ask you to turn around and look at being goals. And the being goals are, who am I? How do I want to feel? How do I want to show up? Because a lot of times what we realize is the person that I am being is somebody else's idea of me and not my authentic self. So we're not going to be able to reach our goals, and I'm going to feel out of balance if I feel like I'm always wearing a mask and I'm always having to show up as different people in different areas of my life. The question is, who am I really? If I take all these masks out and I sit down and I say, you know, what do I want? What do I, as Michelle Holling-Brooks, want 2019 to look like? And I get real with that and I know how I want to feel. Then I have the foundation to turn around and open up into relating with the world. And so once we know who we are, then I can turn my sights on, well, how do I want to show up in the world? And how do I want the world to interact with me? Whether that's as a family member or a mom or, you know, a wife or a husband, or in my community, maybe at church or at work. How do I want to relate with those different aspects of my life? And also, what do I want to give to them? When I walk away at the end of the day, what do I want people to remember and feel that I have left with them? I always have a goal that I want people to feel more energized, more alive, more joy from interacting with me than going away and going, oh man, I don't have to see Michelle for another week. That's not really how I want to relate with the world. So kind of look at your relating goals. And then once I'm solid again on my energy and my trust and how I want to be with myself and how I want to be with others, then and only then can I hit the cherry on top, which is our growth goals. So what inspires me to improve? Am I looking to heal something in 2019? Am I looking to gain further expertise in my field of study or in my job? What am I looking to improve in 2019? And just kind of make a quick list. We're not talking about like the good old like, oh, I will do this, this, and this. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. No. What do you want to feel? How do you want your quality of life to change and improve as you look to move forward? That's the growth goal. That then we can prioritize and come up with a plan and accountability and all that good stuff. But I like to start with, what do I want to feel like going into my next year? So once you have all of these kind of keys, they line up and then you have balance. You don't have one over the other. So you have your energy and then you can come over here and put your trust on. Put your being goals in place, then your relating goals, and in the middle is your growth goals. So my challenge, and I am going to do it myself as well, I've actually already done it, is to look at these 5 different areas of your life and kind of rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. And if it's not where you want to be, what is something simple that you can put into place now without an influx of time or money or resources to start to improve that 1 notch? What is it that will help you feel better? And it might be as simple as taking advantage of the 2 freebies that we've got going on right now on our website, our energy series and our strengthening and building your inner trustworthiness to yourself, believing in yourself. All right. Well, I hope you have a happy holiday season and I can't wait to see you in 2019. Go ahead and let us know what your goals are and how you're doing on these things, and wish you the best of luck. Thanks.